welcome to the newest edition of the Bang Bang Tang podcast. I'm Frank.
I'm Bryan.
Hello, and I'm glad y'all can come back for the newest, freshest edition of the hottest podcast from Bryan's basement.
Hey.
Today should be a good show. Should be a considerably shorter show than what we had last week, but it was a special occasion, so forgive us. Unfortunately, we will have no more embarrassing stories from Bryan's past.
Thank God.
Yeah, might have to wait till next year for those, or until my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I'll share some of my own. Start off this week the same way we start off every episode with the Frittata of the Week. We should let you know from your votes who won last week's episode between Cinnamon Brown. Or
Cinnamon
Brown.
Nicole.
Cinnamon Nicole.
Cinnamon brown sugar. Pop-Tart.
Cinnamon brown sugar.
It's like was the Dr. Pepper? Who's the Dr. Pepper?
Little sweet.
Little sweet sliding down the banister.
Like the stupidest premise for a commercial, but really funny.
It sells.
Cinnamon Nicole versus you had the entire NFL.
The entire NFL.
The entire NFL. Fortunately for me, Cinnamon Nicole won. I think it's like third episode in a row. I'm on a streak. Hot streak.
You?
Let's see. Cinnamon Nicole won, and
I had Charlie Sheen won, who was mine.
Yeah, that was first episode. And then I had the Brown Jimmy Haslam.
Oh, he ended
week
up winning.
Before. I don't know who.
The Patriots didn't win that one?
I don't think so. I think we had one or two votes, and
I don't remember.
yeah, you're in a slump, sir.
Can't seem to pick them.
You gotta bat your way out of this one.
I guess.
So this week, hopefully Bryan can redeem himself with this week's nominee. Who do you got?
This week's nominee, I have the good old Donald Trump.
That's a
self-explanatory. Show's over. See y'all later.
What's he done this week?
On this episode of What Has Donald Trump Done This Week?
It should be a segment.
I am mainly putting him on the spot for his statement of that he could stand in the middle of the street, shoot somebody, and would not lose any voters.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's not a way to, get your voters at all.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Whoa.
But you can't say it.
No, you just can't say that, though. That's just weird. He's almost advertising, oh, let me go kill some people, and you know what? I won't lose a single voter about it. Murdering's okay.
You know who else said that? Hitler.
Have you seen the Facebook comparisons? They compare Hitler to Donald Trump and their views and things like that. I mean, yes, certain things are different about certain things, but they're basically the same person.
Until Trump starts mass executing Mexicans. The comparison isn't exactly
Muslims, as he likes to say.
Muslims.
The Muslims.
It's getting a little scary.
And the sad thing is, the people are actually supporting him.
They are.
Which is the sad thing.
I don't know what he has to do to lose voters at this point.
I don't know. I mean, if you sit there and say, I could stand in the middle of the street and shoot somebody and not lose any voters.
And people cheer.
And yet still get cheers about it?
Yeah.
I don't know what you have to do anymore.
I don't know. Yeah, that's... it worries me.
It does. It really does
I lose sleep overnight over the idea.
Yeah. I just got registered to vote this year, so...
Just this year, really?
Just this year. They asked me when I went to go renew my license.
Mm-hmm.
They said, would you like to register to vote under this address? And then I said, sure. I mean, whatever. Why not? So
have you voted before, though?
Nope.
Really?
Nope. This will be my first time voting.
Wow.
It'll be interesting.
Do you feel the power coursing through you?
Yeah, but then you think about it and you go, how much power do I really have?
See, you and like 60% of the population think that, and that's why we have fucking Donald Trump.
Right.
As the leading candidate.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
It will be. I mean, I have the same thoughts. I think, what does it really matter if I actually cast my vote or not? But,
I know my vote counts.
Yeah.
I know that matters. Mm-hmm. It's just the fact of, I'm going to spend this time, I'm going to vote for this person, and Trump's still going to win.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be like, well, that was pointless. What just happened there?
Our only saving grace is going to be when it eventually comes out about his gay sexual escapades in men's restrooms.
Or that he was caught on video snorting cocaine or something like that. Or, you know what? They might actually cheer for him.
I was going to say, you know how many voters he'll get after that?
I mean, whatever.
I like my presidential candidate to live like a rock star, because that's what I aspire to.
Well, doesn't he have like a rock star or something like that supporting him?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure Ted Nugent is right there.
Yeah, whatever.
So welcome to this.
Can we consider him a rock star anymore?
Unfortunately. We're going to do a very political episode of
and that ends now.
Yeah, it's mainly because we're not educated enough to talk politics.
I was always told, don't talk religion or politics, really.
Yeah.
Because there's always someone who's ready to fight you for it.
Yeah.
So I tried not to really talk about it. But just Donald Trump's statement alone really was just dumb and frittata-like, so...
Because he's more of a joke than an actual politician.
Yes.
So we can make jokes about it, and it's perfectly fine. That's solid. It's safe, but it's...
I gotta get out of the slump, sir.
However, a very strong contender emerged this week. And I like this guy's music. I'm going to bury the lead for a second. He's probably my favorite modern rapper. Like, I like a lot of his songs. I like the people that he collaborates with. I like his lyrics. So the fact that he came out and said this and he supports this makes me so sad.
It just crushes your spirit.
It just crushes it. Rapper B.o.B.
Okay.
Went to Twitter this week. And he is like the second one in 2 weeks that's come out supporting this crazy-ass theory that the Earth, the thing that we live on, is flat. And that thing that we dispelled 500 years ago with science and has become just a universally accepted theory, he is disputing with what he claims is indisputable evidence that the Earth is actually flat. And if there's anyone I'm going to get my scientific facts from, it's B.o.B.
What? I have no questions. How did he even come up with the idea that it was flat still?
I haven't even looked at the post because there's no need.
Like he just looked at a map in in a book or just a plain old map and said, you know what? This is a good representation of the Earth. It's flat.
I actually think that photographic evidence is part of his portfolio in his case for the Earth being flat. Another one is a couple of conspiracy theories. I think one I heard about on the... Because tell him Steve Dave, the comic book man, and Kevin Piss.
You have something you want to say about Kevin Smith now? No.
It's going to come out anyways.
Right.
But just like Kanye has an ass play fetish,
okay.
Kevin likes the golden showers. No, the Kevin Smith Network. They were talking about it. I think that there was some explorer that went up to the Antarctica and supposedly found the edge of the Earth. And now that he found that, no one can go there anymore.
Did he take a picture?
I don't know. Again, I'm not going to entertain this bullshit.
Like, did he at least take a picture then so we could say, oh, yeah, Yeah, he's right.
I'm not going to pretend for a minute that B.o.B knows shit about anything other than how to spit sick rhymes.
About Ray-Bans.
About Ray-Bans and how he used to be poor and now he's not anymore. You know, the usual.
And now he's got the magic in him.
And even Neil deGrasse Tyson, famed astrophysicist, has had enough of it and took him on Twitter and refuted every claim that he was making with science and reason. And still B.o.B fired back with a diss track that he dropped this week directed towards Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I don't even want to listen to it because it's probably just so dumb.
It is. And this man has 2 million people that follow him. 2 million people that hang on his every word.
Wonder if he lost a lot of followers after that.
Probably not. Probably like Trump. They're like, that makes sense.
You know what? He might be right.
I get my science from reputable sources, and B.o.B is a reputable source.
He's never steered me wrong.
Never. So yeah, that's why B.o.B is my frittata of the week, because it doesn't get much more frittata than that.
Yeah. All right. My slump might continue.
But congrats to last week's winner, Cinnamon Nicole. You may not have won the Powerball, but you won our hearts.
You won a good title.
So again, I will post the new poll to Twitter the day that this new episode drops, and I will also post a poll on Facebook, which my wife cast her vote on there. So thank you, love. Next, we move on to Shove It in My Mouth, the segment of the show where we talk about food items that intrigue us and make our pants tingle in weird ways that make us question how much we really do love food.
I mean, I love food. It doesn't matter.
So, keeping in the trend of things that happened on Twitter, Wendy's, earlier this week, posted a tweet that was a promotion for their new 4 for $4 meal. I'm sure you've heard about it. For $4, you get a 4-piece chicken nugget, a junior bacon cheeseburger, a small fry, and a small drink. Mm-hmm. Which, that's all Jane eats, so she gets that. $4, she's done.
Which is a good deal.
It really is. Pretty soon after they came out with that deal, Burger King also came out with their value meal, which was a 5 for $4. You get pretty much the same thing. You get a bacon cheeseburger, you get nuggets, you get fries, you get drink, and you get a cookie.
Oh, let's throw in that cookie.
Yeah. So earlier this week, Wendy's sent out a promotional tweet advertising their 4 for $4 meal, and then a couple hours later, Burger King released their own promotional tweet advertising the 5 for $4, saying because 5 is better than 4. Obviously, kind of subtweeting Wendy's.
Right, like starting a war of deals here.
Yes. So somebody tagged Wendy's in a tweet that said, "What are you going to fire back with?" Wendy's saw that tweet and tweeted back to that person 2 words: edible food.
Okay.
I mean, that's...
okay. I feel like I should have just put them in the frittata of the week. What response is that?
That was a mic drop.
I mean, edible food. Are they saying Burger King is not edible food?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, kind of weak. Kind of weak.
I liked it.
Yeah. They should have said 2 words. Chocolate Frosty.
Chocolate Frosty.
And you would have had me right there.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Frosty beats cookie.
Right. Because I've never had a Burger King cookie.
No.
I don't know how that tastes. Frosty, though.
That's true.
That's some good stuff.
But even still, Wendy's easily beats Burger King.
Oh, yeah.
Any day of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Because it tastes like actual food.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't even know why Burger King's even trying to pick this fight.
Because they don't have a fight with McDonald's anymore.
Yeah.
So they got to pick a fight with somebody.
Which, I don't know if you remember this, but earlier last year, there was like National something day, like Work Together Day or National Peace Day or something, and I think it was McDonald's that instigated that them and Burger King joined together to make the Whopper Mac,
Right.
or the Mac Whopper or something, and Burger King, like, it was kind of a playful joke. Like, if they went along with it, fine, but it was kind of a playful thing. And then Burger King came back with this serious ass letter that was like, instead of combining our sandwiches, we'll focus on our charity efforts and ask that you donate money to the charities as well for national peace.
But then didn't Burger King pretty much just steal their own version of the Big Mac too? They called it like I don't even know what they called it. Something like
King,
like the Big King. Or
yeah,
something
Big
like
King.
That, where it was pretty much the exact same sandwich as a Big Mac.
It was.
So it was kind of like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. So Burger King's always been really shady with the social media shit.
Yeah.
It's
And
just
all
no
because
fun.
you add an extra long cheeseburger instead of a normal cheeseburger. You're not selling anybody.
No.
And you had Cinnabon cinnamon rolls. It was a good contender. But then you changed it, and it's not Cinnabon anymore. It's some different company now.
It's just...
So I just sit there and look at it, and you go, okay, what do you have now? You got the Freeze Surge.
the frozen surge is delicious.
That's it.
And
so what? You go to the drive-thru, you pick up the frozen surge, and then you go down to Wendy's and get the rest of the stuff.
Because the only thing that they have to offer anymore is that they can give more of their food away for less money.
Right.
Which proves that it's shit in the first place.
Yes.
They're gonna give away 10 nuggets for $1.50. They're gonna give you a free cookie with your
Which
four
their nuggets
meal.
aren't even that good. I went and picked them up, like, I think couple weeks ago, because I was like, oh cool, 10 nuggets for $1.49. Cool,
Yeah.
I'll do it. Picked up 2 of them. So I was eating them. I'm like, man, nothing special about this. Like, their chicken sandwiches are usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Their chicken strips were always pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But what's with the chicken nuggets? There's nothing to them.
I mean, they're good for $1.50.
Well, yeah, for
And that's
what
the thing.
you're getting what you pay for. I
Yeah.
guess. We'll put it that way.
So I think we can both agree that in the top 3 burger franchises, Burger King's number 3.
Number 3. I could even drop them lower if I really wanted to, but
You're
they're number
about
3.
to, because we have a new contender. Around here, they're called Hardee's,
Mm-hmm.
but I think pretty much everywhere else down south and on the West Coast, they're called Carl's Jr.
Right.
And we know them from their commercials with really hot supermodels eating disgusting food.
Unhinging their jaw and eating food,
Yeah.
not getting a single drop on them. while
Which
they're
you know
eating,
they threw up that bite that they took on the commercial.
which is just so upsetting. Because half of those sandwiches do look good.
Oh, they do. Well, they're jumping into the foray of 4 for $4 meals. And honestly, the way that Wendy's dropped the mic with words, they dropped the fucking mic with this deal.
Okay.
You get, and this is amazing, it's the $4 real deal.
Oh, it's real.
Oh, it is. You get a small fry
Mhm.
and a 16-ounce drink, on par so far. You get a spicy chicken sandwich,
Okay.
and you get a double cheeseburger.
So 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink.
They're not going to make you choose between the spicy chicken or the double cheeseburger. They're going to
just get
fucking give
both.
you both for $4.
Very nice.
That is amazing. I want this so bad.
The sad thing is, where we live, there's not really a Hardee's around us.
There's one in Akron.
Is
One.
there? One?
Yes.
Yeah, because there's none here in Canton.
No.
Like, when we went last year to Kansas for our family reunion,
Mm-hmm.
we made sure to stop at a
Carl's.
Hardee's or a Carl's or whatever.
Yeah.
We stopped there and we got the food. I miss it.
It's good.
Those burgers are good. There's something about those burgers. Those are good.
Then we're going to have to make a trip
Oh yes, I will make a trip.
out towards Talmadge.
Oh, that's right. Talmadge
It's
does have it.
Right there off of 76.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to stop there.
So yeah, we're going to double date and get this $4 real deal.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
We might not be recording the next time because we will be dead.
Oh god, yeah.
but it'll be worth it.
Be a good death. All right, what do you got for food?
So, past couple weeks, I have been sticking with baseball-themed food. I have one from the Houston Astros. It is the chicken and waffle cone.
Ooh.
What it is chicken, mashed potatoes, a waffle cone, and a honey mustard drizzle. Pretty much just all stuffed into this waffle cone. Mm-hmm. You got the chicken and mashed potatoes. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the mashed potatoes is lining the cone, and then you got the chicken in there, and then a honey mustard drizzle on top of it. I could do without the honey mustard drizzle.
Yeah, I would probably choose barbecue.
Right.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem bad.
No, that sounds pretty fucking good.
I mean, of all the other chicken things we have brought up, that's one of the most interesting ones.
There's no Brazilian cum sauce on it.
What do you think honey mustard drizzle is?
That's true. You need to go to the doctor, sir. If it comes out yellow and viscous like that, you have a problem.
You need to seek medical attention.
You have scurvy of the dick.
Right. Seek attention now.
No, that sounds good. I could do that. It's portable. You got the cone.
Right, so, I mean, you just pretty much hold it with one hand while you're holding your beer in another hand, and there you go. Enjoy some baseball.
Pray to God a fly ball doesn't come towards you.
It's Houston. It's not going to happen.
That's true.
Plus, their indoor stadium, I think, too. And they got a pool.
Do they have a pool?
They have a pool in the outfield, I think. If I'm thinking of the right stadium, I think it's Houston. They have a pool out there, like in center field.
Yeah, I do know one of them does. I don't know if it's Houston, though. You would know better than I would.
I think it is. But
no, that sounds good. Yeah, I could do that.
I probably would try it. If I ever somehow make my way to Houston...
just to see the Astros for some
just
unknown
because
reason.
That's on my list of things to do is to see the Astros play. Sure, I'll try it then.
Oh, what sad kid would choose that as his Make-A-Wish?
Oh, boy.
To see the Houston Astros.
Other than someone who lives in Houston, like if a Make-A-Wish kid was like here in Canton, Ohio, and said, you know what, I want to see the Houston Astros before I die. They're like, what?
Do you think a rep from the Houston Astros goes to hospitals and like campaigns?
He probably begs these kids to come see him. I'll let you get in the pool.
Wow.
He begs these kids. So, I see you're dying pretty soon. You make your Make-A-Wish yet?
I'll tell you what, Timmy. We'll give you and your family free tickets to come see the Houston Astros within the 2 months you have left to live.
And then we will give them season tickets after you pass as a memory to you. Hold on.
And the family's like, we're good.
Pass on that one. We changed our logo and you get a nice cool hat though. I'm still good.
We want his last few moments on Earth to be enjoyable.
I'd rather go see the Texans. At least J.J. Watt's there.
They say it under their breath. They're like, "Rather go see the Texans." What'd you say?
What did you just say?
I'd rather go see the Texans.
I mean, at least they have J.J. Watt.
Tries to smother the little boy.
Here's your Make-A-Wish. Smother.
Houston Astros fire their general manager.
After trying to smother a terminally ill kid for denying his request to come to that stadium.
Which just further illustrates the slump that the Astros are currently in as a franchise.
Oh, gosh. That's just terrible. But
right,
hey, they at least got a waffle cone. A chicken waffle cone.
Give Timmy the waffle cone. He throws up.
Because he can't have any.
It's like, I don't know if it's this or the chemotherapy.
They're both pretty shitty.
Oh, we'd like to take this moment to apologize to hypothetical cancer Timmy.
Good old Timmy. Usually I'd say Billy, but Timmy comes up every once in a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's Houston. I assume there's more Timmys for some reason.
Damn it.
All right, so chicken waffle cone thing. It's a good choice. Moving right along. Move on to Your Mama Dresses You Funny. And this week, we can take a quick break from baseball because we're going to come right back around to it. Esquire magazine, I don't know if you're familiar with it, they posted an article that's the 12 styles of the American man.
The 12 styles of the American man.
They have stereotyped American men's fashion into 12 distinct categories.
Oh, I can only imagine.
And looking through, they're pretty accurate.
Oh, all right, well.
Number 1 is the powerhouse, also known as Master of the Universe, the big swinging dick, the man. Dress code is power suits, 7-fold ties, black cap-toe Oxfords. Hall of Famers of this look are Gordon Gekko and Jack Donaghy. Signature accessory is his longtime personal assistant, Deborah. Bragging rights are record profits in 2009. And his pickup line is, "We've got 10 minutes till Asia opens."
AKA the douche.
No. That's number 2.
Oh, that's number 2.
Number 2 is the wasp.
Okay.
Also known as the collegiate, the preppy guy, the man in the go-to-hell pants. Who says that?
The man in the go-to-hell pants.
That's got to be a UK thing.
That has to be.
Because that's not what we call them.
No.
I don't know if I can say on here what we call them. But it's not it.
It's definitely not.
Dress code are double-breasted blazers, pressed trousers, and bucks.
Oh, that's a tool.
The fuck is a buck?
I don't know. But I don't want to find out.
No. Because we'll never be wearing them. First known sighting, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants in the 1920s Harvard Yard.
Playing polo on their horses.
Hall of Famers, Alex P. Keaton.
Who?
Michael J. Fox's character on Family Ties? I think that was the show. Signature accessory, rep ties. We're definitely not wasps, because I've never heard of half of this shit.
No.
Bragging rights, a killer squash game, cause for stress, grass stains. Pickup line is, your collar looks like it could use some popping. On his iPod, Vampire Weekend.
Okay.
Number 3, the professional, also known as the company man, the shark. Dress code is lightweight suits, slim fit shirts, and dark neckties.
It's like the transporter.
Kinda. First known sighting, the man in gray flannel suit, 1956.
Okay.
Don't know what that is.
Sure.
Signature accessories, a BlackBerry. Bragging rights, got a bonus last year. Cause for stress, the size of that bonus. On his iPod, Jay-Z.
Kind of like that guy.
Yeah. This one is the most stereotypical. It's called the workman. And it's also known as the blue collar guy and Joe Six-Pack. Dress code is a canvas or wool jacket, denim jeans, and work boots.
Okay.
I think that's what they think like 90% of us wear.
I guess.
First known sighting, the Industrial Revolution. Recent sightings, steel mills in Pittsburgh and artist studios in Brooklyn. Hall of Famers, Jack Kerouac. Signature accessory, rips and or paint splashes. Bragging rights, earned every one of those rips and paint slashes. Pickup line, would you like to feel my calluses?
Ew. What the hell?
On his iPod, Johnny Cash.
I don't like that guy.
The Italiano. Just looks European.
You can only imagine.
Yeah. Is that really an American thing? We like to look Italian?
Unless you want to say like a Jersey Shore type of person, but...
It kind of is. I mean, it's like brightly colored dress pants and a blazer. I don't know. The first couple were really good. The rest of this list is really fucking stupid. I ain't going to describe him. The Woodsman, which really looks more like a college professor than an actual woodsman.
What woods are we in? Who wears that?
Like the woods behind his 18th century Victorian townhome, maybe, but not like.
I expect the woodsman like a plaid shirt and some jeans.
You expect him to look like the workman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
Not so much, because every single person there looks like, I don't even know, like they're a little too fancy to be doing any of this.
They really are. They're definitely actors. The Sportsman, then the Rake.
The Rake.
The Rake, also known as the Playboy, the Ladies' Man. Dress code is tailored blazers, dress shirts, and big watches. First known sighting was Las Vegas in the 1960s. Recent sighting, the After Party. Hall of Famers, Joe Namath. Signature accessory is chest hair. Bragging rights, bitchin' apartment. And pickup line is hello there.
Hello there. So you're telling me if I wear a fur coat, a giant fur coat, and just walk around, I could be the Rake?
No. Because that's what the Rake looks like. So, like, more like city douche. Like, where the Wasp was more like country douche.
Yeah.
The Rake is more city douche.
This whole list is kind of douche.
Yeah.
Like, where's the modern?
I guess the Rocker is. Like, the Rocker is also known as the friend of the band. Dress code is leather mixed with denim and tailoring. First known sighting, the Sunset Strip, early 1960s. Hall of Famers are Jim Morrison, Lou Reed, Johnny Depp. Signature accessories, sunglasses. Cause for stress is a receding hairline. Pickup line, want to go backstage. On his iPod, which one? I've got 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say that based on this list, completely off base.
That's the problem with half of these fashion magazines, like these GQ and Esquire and all that. They expect the people that read that to be like millionaires.
Yeah.
And to wear these fancy clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Like my job, I work in a beer cooler. I'm not wearing a full-on suit in a beer cooler.
No.
I wear t-shirts and jeans. Like, where's that guy?
Well, and your jeans don't cost $150 a pop.
No, because that's not worth it.
And you don't wear brown leather patent shoes with them. And
No.
yeah.
Because there's no need. I mean, so where's like the magazine for the modern guy? All these magazines, they expect you to be rich and have like these great careers where you wear suits all the time and
yeah, and that doesn't describe even half.
No, not even.
Like the vast majority are guys like you and me sitting here in denim Levi jeans and a graphic tee or a hoodie.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
And
even going out, usually it'll be a plaid shirt and a pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Simple.
It. So simple. We're simple men. Folks, we're just like you and I. Just like you. Sitting here in our beanies that our moms made for us. And
well, maybe just you.
And no, that's not something everyone does.
No, sir. I wear the NFL one that we mentioned a couple episodes back.
Yeah. No, I tried looking for articles that talked about the average guy.
There are no articles that talk about the average guy because I've done the same search.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, what's some good fashion trends that are going on?
Nope.
They want to talk about, if you wear this leather jacket with this bearskin pants, you'll look classy as ever. I don't think that's a thing anymore. But it might be because they like combining weird things.
Yeah. like when I was searching, I found a lot of fashion show stuff.
So did I.
And I was just like,
if you wear this see-through raincoat with no shirt underneath, you're the classiest dude in the room.
I swear, dude literally was wearing a trash bag.
And he looked classy. No,
I guess.
at least to them.
Mostly just looked like he's wearing a fucking trash bag.
And yet someone will buy that.
You know who else wears a trash bag? Homeless Tom down the street.
Homeless Tom. He'll give you a trash bag for free.
He will.
I don't get what's with these magazine companies and their fashion statements.
Yeah.
I don't get them.
And, you know, and probably if Esquire did an article that talked about European men's style, it was from the viewpoint of the American man, it'd probably be just as equally off base.
Probably.
And stereotypical.
Probably. Or it might be spot on. Who knows?
Yeah. Generally, they have a more accurate view of other people than we do.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. The list started out a lot better, and then it kind of fizzled out.
That is perfectly fine. It's a list.
So you had the hats.
I had that they just released, I think it was a couple days ago, they just released the new MLB spring training hats of 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And I like them. I mean, they're the same vented material.
Which you liked.
They got like the alternate logos and different colors to them for each of their teams. And they added a patch to the side now.
Really?
A patch to the side that tells whether they're in Arizona or they're in Florida, because you know spring training they travel.
Yeah.
Like the Grapefruit League or the Cactus League or something like that.
There are really names for them?
Yeah.
Oh.
They got
I
the
never knew
Grapefruit
that.
League. Usually Indians and Reds are like in the Grapefruit League or something like that.
I'd say I know they go to Arizona.
Yes.
Goodyear.
Yes. So I mean, certain hats, different colors. Like they came out with a new Detroit Tigers hat.
Mm-hmm.
It is all orange with a blue outlined D.
That's different.
And it has the Florida patch on the side.
Oh, that's not bad.
I like it.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I mean, and then they added some different ones, like the Toronto Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
They went with a dark navy blue, which is out of their element because they're a royal blue.
Even sometimes like a powder blue.
With a maple leaf, the Canadian maple leaf, that's just outlined in white with the Florida patch on it.
Oh, I don't know why in my mind I pictured the maple leaf being red, but I like
Just
that
outlined in white.
Yeah, that minimalist design.
And even the Dodgers did something different.
Really?
You know, Dodgers usually just have like the LA as their logo.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
They took the D from their jerseys and put them on.
What's that look like? Oh.
I was so confused when I first saw the hat because I was like, who is that hat with just the D on it now? Because I'm like, I don't know.
Because it's not Detroit.
Yeah, that's not Detroit. I don't know who that is. And it turned out it was the Dodgers. They changed up their hats there.
All right. As cool as those ones are, have you seen the Diamondbacks one?
With the snake biting the ball.
Yeah.
That one's not bad. I actually don't mind it.
It's not to me it looks more minor league.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like it looks like there's already a minor league team that has that hat. So that to me is a bit of a downgrade.
I do really like the Tampa Bay Rays hat though.
I saw that.
Because it's the powder blue with the yellow ray on it.
I'll say I don't get the design or the symbol.
Because they're no longer the Devil Rays. So they're just the Rays now. So it's kind of like a ray of light or something like that. They couldn't come up with a logo.
Well, that's what I just I don't know why. I assume that because they dropped the devil from it, that they were just the Rays and they were still the Devil Rays.
Nope, they got rid of that thing altogether.
So now they're just a ray of light.
They're just a ray of light.
Can I change my frittata of the week?
You're a little late for that one.
I guess.
But I will say, I find it disappointing, this one. They had many opportunities to change it up, make it look cool. Cleveland Indians.
Not whatever you're going to show me.
It's the basic navy hat with a white front.
It is.
And just the block C.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on.
I
They could
agree.
have done anything.
I mean, I like it. It looks nice.
But with all these people, like even the White Sox went to their old school logo.
I've never seen that logo before.
They went to their old school logo.
That's so weird.
And yet still, even Kansas City put a crown over their KC.
I thought...
They've never had that crown. They just added it.
Well, they have that in their actual logo, right?
Oh, in their actual logo,
Okay.
yes, they have the crown. But they
Yeah, that
decided
looks
to add
nice.
it to the hat.
Yeah, I would put that on the hat all the time.
But the Indians, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I mean, believe me, I understand why we're kind of trying to get away from the Chief Wahoo thing. I'm fine with that. But I don't like the block C. I much prefer the cursive I that they were using for a bit.
I do like that one.
That's different. Like, nobody really uses the cursive thing. And I appreciate that. I thought that was a cool looking logo. But yeah, the block C, it's so overdone. And it looks like everyone else's lettering. Another one I don't like is the Atlanta Braves.
The lowercase a.
Yeah. That looks dumb.
It's okay.
That looks
it's their
so
old logo.
So non-threatening. It's
The
just this
lowercase
really
a.
bold lowercase a.
I will tell you though, one of my favorite ones that they came out with is the Miami Marlins one.
Isn't that again what they usually have?
No, what they usually. I mean, it's the same logo.
Yeah.
The color scheme is different. Like it's all orange on the inside, whereas their other one, I want to say it's white on the inside with orange outside, and then blue layering that. And
I thought it was kind of like rainbow colored almost.
but I really like that one. It reminds me of like,
The Dolphins?
well, also that or like Miami lights, like neon lights
That's
type
true.
of thing.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, yeah, that doesn't look bad. It does remind me of the Miami Dolphins, though. Yeah, the Red Sox looks pretty mundane.
Yeah. Yankees looks the same. Pirates looks the same.
I kind of like... I for the same reason that I gave the Braves shit about theirs, I kind of like the Cubs.
Just
like
the lowercase
They
c.
changed it some,
Right.
but I like what they did with it, though.
Right. Gave it the red outline to it.
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah. I do like that one.
Yeah, I don't like the White Sox one.
I kind of
I
do.
don't like that.
I like it. That's
It's
interesting to me.
so generic.
And the Brewers one's good because it's the old school logo of the Brewers.
I haven't come across that one yet.
But they, instead of the bright blue, they brought it down to the darker blue with like that yellow, the bright yellow as the outline of the...
Oh. So the one that we talked about the other episode.
Right.
So like that.
But just a darker blue, but keep the yellow the
Ooh,
same.
Yeah.
I do like it. That one's a good one.
I like that. Do you like the Reds? With the
Reds
Mr.
one,
Baseball?
they had the same one though last year. They
That's what
didn't
I thought.
change anything. They
Okay.
still use the head of Mr. Redlegs.
Yeah.
I mean, I still like it though, being a Reds fan. And I even like the Nationals one, and they didn't change much either. It's still the curly W, but instead of it being blue, they made it red. So
Yeah.
I like them. I'm gonna be buying a bunch of them. Let's be real.
Yeah. You usually do.
Yeah. I'm gonna be broke on hats.
The Rockies doesn't look bad.
I do like that one, even though I read that they voted that one of the worst ones because they said it looks like Wolverine projecting a ball off of it. If you look at the logo of it,
Yeah. Even if it does look like that,
I was like,
that's
I'll
fucking
take it.
awesome.
Right? I'll take it anyway. What do you know?
You incorporate.
It's better than the CR one that they have currently.
All right, this one. Are there like alternatives to the spring training as well?
Some teams got 2 of them.
Okay.
Like the Tigers have the all orange one, and
Yeah,
then they have the all blue one.
Yeah.
The Twins have a blue and red, and then they have, I think, a white and blue. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, SB Nation has an article that's the 5 best and the 5 worst 2016 spring.
That's the one I read earlier.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you right now, I do not agree with this list.
Number 1, the Royals one that you talked about. That one is cool. Mainly. Number 2,
do like that one.
The Brewers one, which that one does look like the same.
I do like it.
With the darker, yeah. Number 3, the Reds.
Of course I like it.
Yeah, I like the red with the black.
Yes.
I like that look a lot. Number 4, the Blue Jays one. I would agree with that being in top. The Twins.
I like the alternative Twins one than the one that they show on that article.
So you like the one they put at number 5?
Not that one.
Oh, you don't like that
one? I like
one.
the alternate one where it's red in the front then, instead of white in the front.
Yeah, because it looks just like the Indians one.
Yes.
With a T.
Yeah, just with a T instead.
Yeah. The bottom 5, number 1, the Diamondbacks. I would agree. Number 2, the Tigers alternative. Yeah, I mean, that one's different enough.
I like it.
It looks nice.
I just don't think they like the bright orange of it.
It does kind of make it look like a hard hat, but whatevs.
It does.
Number 3, the Rockies one. I like the Rockies. Number 4, the Mariners.
I like the Mariners one, but I like their last year's one better.
Oh, really?
Because it was all navy with that logo on it.
Yeah,
instead of with the teal bill on it.
Yeah, this one looks very 90s.
Yeah.
And the Mets one.
I like the Mets one.
I like the Mets one.
I like that one.
Yeah, that one's cute.
He almost looks like a knockoff of Mr. Redlegs, but
it does.
I like the Mets one.
Oh, y'all's gonna be fighting.
No. Y'all will win because the Reds aren't gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's a good batch of hats.
Like I said, I'm gonna go broke because I'm gonna buy a bunch of them once they're released. I don't know when they get released, but I've been checking every day.
I do like the new edition of the little patch on the side.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they did that during the regular season, like their conference or division or whatever they did. If they put it on the side like that.
Well, but what would you put? Just put AL?
Yeah,
on
AL
it or
and
something
NL.
like that?
Yeah,
that wouldn't be bad. I could see them doing that for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Definitely putting like an AL NL patch on the side or something like that. Plus, the All-Star game this year is in San Diego.
That's right.
So we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah, that would look nice. All right, I think we've gotten pretty much all we can out of MLB hats for 2 weeks.
Yep.
So which means we're moving out of the fashion segment, moving on to geeking about some sports. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we probably really only got this episode left to talk about some football because the Super Bowl 50 is upon us.
Yes.
And one of us is incredibly excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because his team actually made it to the Super Bowl this year.
Finally.
Finally. The Panthers have come back.
You can't say the Super Bowl 50 because there's only been one Super Bowl 50. So, no. But I was so excited. I loved every second of that Cardinals game. Because they just beat the crap out of the Cardinals.
I've heard such mixed reviews about it. Like, some people loved it. Obviously, if you're on the side of the Panthers, it was incredibly enjoyable. If you're on the side of the Cardinals, less so. But even people that really didn't care all that much were like, man, that game was boring. It's ridiculous.
They could have said it was boring because it was so one-sided. Carson Palmer threw pick after pick after pick, or he fumbled.
But that's the thing. I mean, even you were still watching a team that was executing at probably the highest point that you possibly can in NFL football. I mean, on both sides of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was complete dominating performance. And I thought it was spectacular to watch.
Oh yeah.
I have no dog in that fight. I mean, I would have liked to have seen the Panthers win because you're my boy, and I like to see the Panthers win one. But I would have been fine either way, and it was just so much fun to watch an ass beating like that.
Oh yeah. Plus, I don't like Carson Palmer whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed everything that he got. There was like that extra like frosting on the cake. Like, yes, you take that, Carson Palmer. Because I couldn't let Carson Palmer win.
No.
If he would have got to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl
with someone other than the Bengals.
Right, he would have flashed that ring at the Bengals and said, "Look what I did since I left." And it's like, damn.
You look at it through tear-stained eyes.
Right. Like, damn.
It was a good day. Like both games, I
Yeah,
enjoyed.
because Patriots lost. Tom Brady did not look like Tom Brady
fucking
at all.
Von Miller and Ware, blanking on his first name.
Is it
DeMarcus?
DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah, I think.
DeMarco Ware or something.
Yeah. Either way, them tag teaming together on that offensive line. Tom Brady, every other play was on his ass.
Oh yeah.
And it was so much, again, so much fun to watch.
He did not look like the same guy at all out there.
I was watching it, and my brother-in-law came by. He was doing some laundry or something, and he's like, Patriots are going to lose. I was like, I'm telling you, they're going to come back.
I thought they would have came back
because that's what they do. Yeah. That's just what they do.
If Gostowski, is that his name, the kicker's name for the Patriots?
Mm-hmm.
If he would have made that extra point, we would have had a different game.
Yeah.
If he didn't shank that extra point after their first touchdown, would have been a completely different game.
But completely dominating performance by that Broncos defense.
Oh, yeah.
Spectacular. And, I mean, the Patriots showed up as they always do.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, nothing against the Patriots. It was just a really hard-fought game. Mm-hmm. Peyton Manning did what he needed to do. It wasn't much, but...
I'm telling you this. I'm not just saying this because I'm a Panthers fan. I don't see much hope for them in that Super Bowl.
On paper, the Panthers should have it. The Broncos' defense is, I mean, believe me, the offensive power of the Panthers is amazing. Mm-hmm. And they could do pretty much anything they want to, throwing the ball, running the ball with the quarterback.
Right. Whatever he feels like doing at that moment.
But that defense is tough. I mean, you shut down Tom Brady like that, you're doing something right.
That is true. But, I mean, we faced big defenses. Seattle's defense.
Oh, yeah.
We faced them. We beat them. Cardinals' defense is supposed to be the most spectacular defense.
Yeah.
Made them look silly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have a lot of hope in the Panthers for this one.
I do want to give it to the Panthers, but there's some sort of mystical magic that is surrounding Peyton Manning and the Broncos that they're somehow destined to win this Super Bowl.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The only reason I would be okay with the Broncos winning is because Peyton Manning gets his second ring and he goes out
on top. Yeah.
And leaves the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. See you later. I'll be okay with that one.
Yeah.
But other than that, nope.
It's a good game either way.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first Super Bowl that I'm actually excited to watch the game.
Right. Not just the commercials or anything like that.
Yeah, and it's such a long time because it's two teams that they're both good teams.
Yeah.
Like, there's not an enemy. There's not a bad guy going into this one. Generally, when the Patriots make it, everyone's rooting against them because fuck the Patriots.
Same with the Steelers.
And even the Seahawks. A lot of people are kind of against the Seahawks now because they're such a bandwagon team.
Right.
Which it seems like some of the people that were on the bandwagon of the Seahawks are kind of jumping over to the Panthers. But...
Are they, or are they jumping to the Broncos because they don't like the Panthers?
No, it seems like a lot of them are hitching their wagon to... So you might have a few of those to contend with.
Oh, all right.
But we know that you're OG. But yeah, just a good team. Just a good game with two good teams. There's going to be a lot of highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that it'll be more of an offensive game or a defensive game?
I'm going to say, see, that depends. Because I could see an offensive game from Panthers' side.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just tough.
Yeah.
It depends which Peyton Manning shows up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is he going to be the old man who is just going to choke like he did against the Seahawks?
Yeah.
What was that, just a couple years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he going to be Peyton Manning of old, not old man, but of old, and just
Colts Peyton
right,
Manning.
Right. Colts
Colts
Peyton
era Peyton.
Baby Colts before the Bronco. And just light it up.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think he has enough weapons to light
See,
up.
I think he does. I mean,
you have Demaryius Thomas. You have
Emmanuel Sanders.
You don't have a running game, really, though. I mean, sure, C.J. Anderson has gotten you somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not super great. I mean,
No, it's good enough.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they've been pretty lackluster all season. So I think it'll be a defensive game.
Yeah.
I think that
both great defenses.
yes, and so I think that probably the Panthers should have no problem shutting down the Broncos' offense. I think that this might be the first real test for the Panthers.
They said too that Peyton Manning's a pocket quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
just like Carson Palmer was. They're used to it now,
Mm-hmm.
so they know what to do. They just got to get to him quick enough before he releases to somebody.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We will see what happens.
And the Panthers will have Jared Allen back.
That's right.
Which I know he's more of a kind of utility defensive end anymore.
He still has helped out.
But,
between him, Kuechly, who else you got on? Josh Norman.
Yeah, your secondary is phenomenal.
You got a star on each end of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
no,
it was funny. They said Michael Orr
Mm-hmm.
will be blocking Von Miller.
Oh my God.
Have fun.
That it's just a good matchup.
Oh.
It really is. I'm excited for this one. And I'm excited to see who comes out on top. And I'm like you. There are reasons to see either team win.
Right. It's not like I'm going to be super devastated if my Panthers lose.
Because they'll be back.
Oh yeah. They're a young team.
They're so young.
Cam's only in his third year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, come on.
He's just getting started.
Oh, yeah. He's
if
just
he can
now
stay healthy.
touching that prime.
Yeah.
So, we'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then I'll also be happy, like I said, because Peyton Manning will then get his second ring so he can shove it to Eli Manning and say, look, we're tied. Stupid.
Yeah. Did you ever think you would see a day where the Manning brother that had the most Super Bowl rings was Eli?
I never would have thought that. But then the same quarterback who holds the most Super Bowl rings of the two brothers has the most interceptions.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so you just kind of suck. Like, who really helped you? It was the Giants' defense that helped you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
And pure luck.
Yes.
Helped you.
No, I like Peyton Manning generally.
Yeah, I do like him. And
So-
I do like Demaryius Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, defense, Derek Wolfe, because he's a Cincinnati guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the team.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just going against my second favorite team, so
Yeah.
things got to sway a different way.
And the Panthers are a team that this will be their second ever Super Bowl appearance.
Since the good old Jake Delhomme.
And I like to see newer teams win Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah.
The Broncos have a few. They're kind of a NFL classic dynasty. So I mean, if
Panthers
they
have
get
never
another one,
won, so I mean,
yeah, if they get another one, cool. If they don't, they're still fine.
oh yeah, you're
You still
perfectly
have
fine.
some Super Bowls.
Yeah, you're perfect. Brock Osweiler will get you somewhere.
So I'm going to say my official prediction. I'm going to go all in on the Panthers.
I'm there.
I really think you have to.
Oh yeah.
I think they're just so much more solid on both sides
And
of the
it's
ball.
a younger team.
Yeah.
Just have more life to them.
I guess you could give it to the Broncos in
For
the sense
experience.
in the sense that they've been there before.
Right. Well, they got their ass spanked, but I mean, they've been
Yeah.
there before.
So, I mean, young team, never been there before. That could play a factor.
I thought that would have happened to them the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Never being there. Well, yeah, they have been there, but I mean, this team never being there. I thought they would have wilted away or something like that. But they held strong. I was impressed with it.
I mean, hell more than strong. I mean, it almost seems like they're really hitting their stride this late in the season.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, most teams are so broken and tired by this
slowing
point.
down and
Yeah, to be heating up in the
Right.
fucking NFC Championship game, going into the Super Bowl.
Right. And just having fun. That's
Yeah.
what this team is it's just having fun.
And a lot of people give Cam Newton shit about his dancing and stuff, but you're playing a child's game.
Right.
You make a living as a grown-ass man that plays a backyard sport
Right.
in a billion-dollar stadium wearing thousands of dollars of equipment in front of tens of thousands of people. You're allowed to have some fun with it.
Did you hear what Under Armour might do?
What?
If Cam Newton wins the MVP award,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm sure he will, because who else do you have going against you
Yeah.
for MVP? They said Under Armour will make a $500 shoe for Cam Newton's MVP award. Like, I don't know if it'll just be like, I don't know how they'll make it or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be a special shoe. Probably just say like MVP on it or something like that, or give him his stats on his shoe. I don't know. Under Armour's different in that way, but it'll be $500.
I thought that you were going a different way.
Yeah.
I thought that you were going to say they'll give $500,000 to a charity or something to
Under
help
Armour's
out,
not that way.
to help out underprivileged kids or something. Instead, they're going to make him a special pair of shoes.
Under Armour don't care about those kids. No.
I mean, that's cool.
Right. I mean, you gotta think they did it for LeBron. Nike does it for LeBron when he wins MVPs and things like that. They make him a special shoe.
Mm-hmm.
They made Bryce one. Bryce Harper. Under Armour made him a pair of shoes when he won MVP.
Mm-hmm. Did Under Armour make the pair of shoes that he wore during warm-ups that had his teammates' names on them?
Yes.
Okay.
He's sponsored by Under Armour. So his shirts, his shoes, all that stuff.
Those were cool.
All Under Armour.
I
Most
like
of the
those.
shoes he had were pretty cool. Even the shirts that he had, like the one of
Him
the
and his
cartoon
son?
caricature
Yeah.
of him and his son doing
Dabbing.
the dab. I actually went online and I tried to find that shirt. You can't find it.
That was a cute shirt.
And I was like, I get that shirt.
But no, and people that give him shit about it, I say, if you don't want him doing it, don't let him score.
Well, that's what he said. He said, if you don't like it, don't let me in.
And for a lot of people, I would probably feel differently about it. I'd probably say, yeah, they're being an arrogant prick about it. But when you're that talented and you're playing a game like this, just don't let him score.
Right. There's only one thing.
And especially when you take it so far as to stop him from giving the footballs to the kids.
You notice like other players will try and stop him.
Yeah.
Like NFC Championship game, he scored. I don't know if it's he scored or someone else scored.
And the
I think it
Cardinals
him.
player was holding the ball.
And the Cardinals player picked up the ball.
Yeah.
And luckily his running back was right there and slapped the ball out of his hand. And he
saw that.
And Cam went up to him and said, look what I'm about to do. And he went and gave the ball away to somebody.
I did see that.
I was like, you even got refs trying to take the ball away.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I understand. It's a fine to get rid of the ball. But it's something he's willing to do. So just let him do it.
Exactly. The kids get so happy about it.
Oh yeah,
and
they line up.
They do.
They line up against that little row.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you get in like the red zone, you see just kids.
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
That's something.
Did you see the Panthers fan fall out of the stands when
when Cam Newton's running down giving people high fives?
No, when the linebacker.
Oh,
Kuechly, when he scored that pick six, he went over to the crowd and the dude was like reaching over to try and touch him and he fucking fell to the crowd.
I did watch that because someone posted it as a Vine and I just watched it over and over again laughing like this dude just flops onto the ground.
It's going to be a good game.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
I don't like the halftime show, but
no, they could do something better than who is it? Coldplay?
It's Coldplay. With guest appearances by everyone and their fucking mom at this point, because they're saying that Beyonce's going to show up, and Rihanna, and Bruno Mars, and maybe even someone else.
Just stop.
Yeah.
I'll probably go get food or something like that during halftime then. I mean, commercials in the game is what I'll care for, I guess.
I was talking to Jane about this, and I can go into this because we're doing pretty good on time. Because I am actually trying to keep this shorter than last week. Although I was less effective in trying to limit the sports talk, but fuck it, it's Super Bowl week.
Right.
After this, we'll just have baseball, and Bryan knows more about that than I do.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of me in baseball.
But they've started a trend, and it started like a year ago, or maybe even 2 years ago, where they're pre-releasing the Super Bowl commercials. Where it's no longer you first see them during the Super Bowl. Now they put them online, and you can watch them beforehand.
I avoid watching those.
It spoils it.
Because I want the surprise while I'm watching the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So I avoid all of that stuff.
I just don't see why. Especially when you pay so much money.
Right, you're paying like millions of dollars.
For
Just to
like,
get those 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And you want to spoil it by putting it online early?
I don't get it.
What, you don't have patience? What? I mean, I don't get that. So I avoid when I hear, "Oh, did you see the pre-released Pepsi Super Bowl commercial?"
Yeah.
Nope. Because I am waiting for the game to watch it.
Because it makes sense that way.
Those commercials are always pretty good, though.
They are.
But then they always got the... Actually, no. Last year's commercials...
Were sad?
Were awful.
Yeah.
About the, "Oh, I never got to grow up. I never did this. Because I died."
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
What? "I never got to experience my first kiss. I never got to get my driver's license. Because I died."
Yeah.
I mean, come on. They even had The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon afterwards, and he even made a comment going, What was with all the commercials? They were so depressing. Like, what commercials were these?
I remember sitting there watching that commercial now. Now that you mentioned it, I was watching it, and then they said, "But I died, and I waited for the punchline."
Right.
Like, I waited for something. I'm like, no, that's it.
That's just it. All right. Like, I'm going to go cry now.
You're just sitting there with a nacho halfway to your mouth, just watching it like, oh.
You just drop the whole chip. Like, hold on.
Like, honey, he died.
He never got to experience his first kiss. Because he died.
Never got to see the Houston Astros.
Because he got smothered. But... that's just terrible. You want to see a grown man cry during a Super Bowl? It's like they were trying to do that.
You want to see a grown man cry during the Super Bowl? You wait until... They used to be kind of whimsical and funny about it, but the Budweiser commercials...
those are kind of sad.
They've become so heart-wrenching with puppies and ponies.
I don't watch them anymore. Like
No.
last year's one,
Yeah.
as soon as it popped up, I turned the other way. I said, I am not watching this.
Because there's no point. It's
going to mess you up.
I don't get it. Why did we make the switch? Why did we make the switch to sad commercials and Coldplay during the Super Bowl? Right. When did this happen?
They want us to slit our wrists and call it a day. There better not be sad commercials during this Super Bowl.
I hope not.
I will be so disappointed.
I've heard that Deadpool, like there will be a lot of marketing for Deadpool during the Super Bowl.
That's okay.
There will be no Batman versus Superman TV spot.
That's because what? It's a month away. Maybe it's not gonna. We're not gonna worry that much about it. I don't know.
Maybe they just. I mean, at this point, how much more could you reveal from that movie?
They pretty much have shown all they can really show without giving away the whole movie.
I was gonna say Zack Snyder insists that there's still plenty that we don't know.
Okay.
Which he could be talking out his ass. I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, I don't know how much more you could pack into that movie. But
what'd they say? They were releasing a trailer for something during the Super Bowl. For some movie.
Oh shit! What is that?
Can't remember exactly which one. I didn't read it. Mo told me about it.
Yeah, I'm hopping on Google real quick. I remember reading about this. New trailer.
Oh, it's the new Bourne movie.
Is that?
Yes, the new Bourne movie they're releasing the trailer for during the Super Bowl. That's the one that Mo has told me about.
Oh.
Now, I haven't seen any of the Bourne movies.
Neither have I.
I'm told I need to, though, so I might go rent them and just see what they're about. I mean, I heard they're good.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, they've made a lot of money. Critics seem to like them pretty well.
So, I mean, I'll see it.
I am curious of what they're doing with it.
They're doing Jeremy Renner's Bourne versus, I think, Matt Damon's Bourne or something like that. And
Yeah, because I haven't heard anything about Jeremy Renner being in this one. It's
I thought
pretty
it
much
was
all
supposed to be
been...
both of them.
I thought so initially, too, but you've seen nothing but Damon.
Oh. Well, guess we'll find out.
Which, maybe they'll steer back to that in the next one, because they'll make another one if this one's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
And then Versus would be interesting.
Now, any word on a Civil War TV spots, or are we not getting anything?
I think that Marvel will be well represented during the Super Bowl. Everything that I've read, it seems like DC is going to pull back a bit. I think Marvel's really going to jump in.
Okay.
Especially with Deadpool, and I imagine we'll probably get a new spot. But again, I almost kind of don't want any more spots for that movie because we haven't seen much.
I'm still surprised they're keeping Spider-Man so under wraps.
Yeah.
Like, there hasn't been a leaked footage or picture or anything about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm almost getting to the point where I'm thinking, Spider-Man's not even in this thing.
They say he is. They keep insisting. But I'm okay with that. Like, I miss the days where you could go into a movie and be genuinely surprised by things that happen in it because you didn't see it in the trailer.
By everything, yeah.
So I'm perfectly fine not knowing what Spider-Man's going to look like or how he gets into the movie until I actually sit there in the theater.
That's like Mo and I were looking through like past like award winners, things like that. Did you know they used to have an award for best movie poster?
Yeah.
Why did they get rid of that? I thought that would be a pretty cool category still.
Oh, yeah.
Because some of these movie posters, pretty cool stuff.
They're pretty nice. Well, I think they were probably a bigger deal when they were still hand-drawn, like hand-drawn and painted and colored and stuff. Like, there's a name for that type of poster, but the same guy that did the Star Wars posters and the Indiana Jones posters.
Oh, okay.
Like, that was that style.
Okay.
So I think that when you had that going on back then, it was probably a bigger deal.
Training Day won best movie poster.
Did it?
Like an award for best movie poster. So that made us wonder, like, why did they ever get rid of that category then?
I don't know. Why is The Martian a comedy?
And it won best comedy. That's amazing.
Why? There are so many questions with these award shows anymore.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into the Oscar stuff, so.
No.
But we went way around track from Super Bowl.
We did. Well, it ties in because we didn't have much for Geek.
Ties in for Geek, so yeah.
So I think we should have plenty of geeky TV spots to look forward to. And yeah, and Deadpool comes out almost exactly 2 weeks from today. So it'll be a week away from release by the time this comes out.
Which I'm not a huge fan of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like some of his humor, some of the things he does. I'm almost thinking, and I'm going to get ridiculed for this, I know it. This movie's I'm afraid it's going to be a flop. Like, he's going to try too hard for the jokes, that the movie itself is just going to not be there.
I could see that. I don't think it'll... Well, flopping as a film...
Right, not
possibly.
money-wise.
Yeah.
Because people will go see that.
Money, it's
going to
be
waiting
a hit.
for that.
Yes.
No problem. But as a movie, I think it'll flop.
I think it's going to be a movie that it'll probably take you the first 10 minutes to get acclimated to the world that it's in. Because it's going to be different. They've already said that it's going to break the fourth wall, and you're not used to movies doing that.
Right.
And I think that the brand of humor will be very on point. It's not going to be subtle. It's just going to be, hey, look, that guy lost his head. Ha-ha.
Right. Because that's Deadpool. That's what he does.
And I'm like you. I've never read a single Deadpool comic. I've never really... I've read bits and pieces on him. I know some of the stuff from the X-Men Origins movie.
Well, but that's getting erased.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with this Deadpool, I guess.
So, I think it's going to be interesting because it's going to be one of the first movies of its kind. We've had rated R superhero comic book movies.
Right.
With The Punisher.
And Watchmen, was rated R, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah, there was nudity and all that. It had to be
there was
R.
like blue dick all the way through that
and there
movie.
was also sex scene.
Yeah. So I think that one was, and that was probably big budget, but this is probably going to be the first, like, R-rated comic book superhero comedy movie.
Right.
And with a budget.
Right.
Like, this probably cost, I'm going to guesstimate, 70 to 80 mil to make. Probably at least. Probably closer to 100.
Right.
And that doesn't happen. So if people come out and it works, I think that it could open the door to have more movies like that. Mm-hmm. Because let's be honest, not every comic book movie needs to be made for 5-year-olds.
Right.
It doesn't.
Right.
And that's what Marvel caters towards mostly, which I enjoy the movies. Mm-hmm. I get a kick out of them. They're purely entertainment. They tell some good stories. But that's where DC might start to have the edge.
Which is why I've always enjoyed the DC movies over the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the Marvel movies. But to me, I always consider the Marvel movies to be bright and, I don't know, funny. Like, they put in, like, the jokes here and there.
They're a little more lighthearted.
They catered, lighthearted. That's the words I'm looking for. Whereas DC... dark. There's a lot of drama. Everything's so serious. Things like that. I was like, okay, I can connect with this one. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, I like the DC better than I do the Marvel. Currently. I mean, that could get swayed either way if, like, say, Civil War decides to be brilliant and sweep me away.
I think that one's going to be more to your liking. I think that one's going to be a little grittier, a little darker.
I hope so.
I think so.
But then it's got to outweigh Batman vs. Superman because I'm going to fall in love with that movie, I'm sure.
And to even out what you said about Deadpool and to take some heat off of you, looking back, knowing what we're going to be getting, I haven't even seen the movie yet, but I already know that Batfleck is going to be my favorite Batman.
Yeah.
I already know that. Based on the look, based on the tone, based on what they're doing with the character, I feel as though that will be the truest form of Batman that we see on the big screen. So much more so than Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. I see why people fell in love with them at the time. I fell in love with them at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was a complete departure from what we got with Joel Schumacher and Batman Forever and Batman and Robin.
Yes.
They were colossal train wrecks. They were just loud and colorful and just atrocities.
And nipples.
And nipples. And bat cod pieces.
Right.
And then Christopher Nolan comes in and goes a complete 180 with it. And it goes a completely gritty, realistic Batman.
Right.
And that was fun. Until I looked back and I was like, man, it's almost too real. Like, it took any sort of fantastical, whimsical aspect of the Batman mythos and completely got rid of it in favor of being 100%, not 100%, but 99.9% realistic with the character. And that's kind of taken away part of the fun of the character, is that he is outlandish.
Right.
It's the fact that one man is crazy enough to go on this vigilante mission to take on characters that are so much more powerful than him.
Right.
It has him so much more outmatched, but he still finds a way to win.
Right.
Like, that to me is Batman. And I think that people are going to look back on the Christopher Nolan Batman movies with not the same favor that they had when they first watched them.
The funny thing is with the Nolan Batmans, they enjoy the villains more than they did Batman himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone fell in love with the Joker. I mean, yes, because it was Heath Ledger and he passed away.
Yeah.
But after filming that,
Mm-hmm.
so people connected or enjoyed the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
People enjoyed Bane. You see Bane all around all the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll probably erase Christian Bale as Batman,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll still always love or really like the villains that Nolan had created in his own way, you know.
Which is probably the most true to Batman thing about those movies, is that part of the most interesting thing about Batman is his rogues gallery.
Right.
I mean, Batman's the same throughout. He's always the same guy.
Right.
And he has, for the most part, kind of a generic thing where he's just this vigilante guy. Mm-hmm. But his villains are so interesting. And I mean, the Joker is one of the most iconic villains of all time, whether DC or Marvel. You know, Two-Face is very iconic. Bane from the movies. Harley Quinn. I mean, people are losing their minds that Harley Quinn's finally in the movie.
Oh, she's so good looking. She's crazy, but she's good looking.
And so that's probably, the truest thing that Christopher Nolan probably got right, is that he made the villains really pop out and stand out.
And he made them his own unique way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you never thought the Joker would have scars as a smile. You thought he just painted the smile on.
Yeah.
Or you never thought Bane, had like the different style mask and all that stuff. I mean, and even at that, in the comics and all that, he was like a luchador.
Yeah.
And he was
like South American or something.
He wasn't this mercenary.
Yeah.
And all that. So he made these villains his own. Like, he put a twist to each of them.
Mm. I mean, I really like the realistic version of Two-Face.
Yeah, I did like that one, even though he didn't last that long. That was upsetting to me, that he didn't last that long.
Yeah, I really didn't think... Spoiler. If you haven't fucking seen the movie at this point...
It's too late. There is no spoiler to it. It's been how many years?
I really thought that he would be back in the Dark Knight Rises. I really didn't think he died. Oh. Like, everyone assumed, and I was like, he didn't die. I mean, fucking Batman fell from the same height, and he lived.
And he lived. Why can't this guy? Yeah, it was... I wish he would have lasted a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I mean, even Scarecrow. His version of Scarecrow wasn't that bad.
No, it was pretty different.
And he didn't last long either. All it took was a taser to the face, and you never really saw him again as Scarecrow.
Yeah.
You saw him, like, crazy self in, like, Dark Knight Rises as, like, the judge or something like that. But
yeah.
But that's it.
Well, he fit the role as the patsy.
Right.
Really, for Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
So, but the Christopher Nolan Batman movies are a whole nother podcast,
Right.
that we could probably get into. Because I like them. I also have a lot of problems with them,
Right.
and a lot of people do. But speaking of DC, they're another leg that they've always kind of had up on Marvel is their animated series and movies. Have you ever watched their animated movies?
I have not. There's a bunch on HBO Go.
Oh, really?
That I need to watch. Like, they got, like, the animated... Yeah, they got, like, Dark Knight Returns, things like that.
Oh, yeah.
And all that on HBO Go. I need to go watch.
Yes.
But I more watched the TV shows as a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Superman one and the Batman animated series.
Yes.
As a little kid, those were my cartoons. So,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the Batman animated series, I think is probably the truest Batman thing that we've gotten.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of the comic books. Which leads to this new piece of news that came out this week that they're bringing back an animated Justice League show. I think they had one. It's like Justice League Now or something.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of along the lines of that All-Star Batman show.
Yeah.
But the art style looks like a combination of the Bruce Timm animated Batman series and that All-Star Batman and kind of the Teen Titans Go.
Kind of also has the Superman style to it. Like, if
I
you
love-
remember the animated Superman,
Yeah.
had like the bigger chest, but then the smaller waist type of drawings. to him.
The picture that they showed of the Superman looks very much, which I think was also Bruce Timm.
Okay, that I would imagine so. They look about the same. The
Yeah.
drawings.
The Batman looks a little more like that Beware the Batman model that they used. It was like really thin looking with like the long ears.
I hated that one.
It looks a little more like that.
I always hated like the comics for those where like his ears were like a mile long.
Like a rabbit.
Right.
It
No.
looked like a fucking rabbit.
I was like, what happened to your suit, dude? Like, why is your ears so long? Like, what happened to you? And his fingers were like all nasty looking.
Yeah, like pointed and gnarled. And well, this new show called Justice League Action, which I don't know where the fuck they get these names anymore. It's a new animated show coming to Cartoon Network, and the most exciting part about this is that it will see the reunion of the best voice of Batman ever, Kevin Conroy, from the animated series, and Mark Hamill as the Joker. Whenever I hear Joker, I hear Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I hear Batman, I think of Kevin Conroy. I mean, that series was so iconic, and it did so much to ingrain everything I know about Batman into my head that everything gets compared to it. And they're who I see and hear. Like when I saw Suicide Squad was coming out, the relationship that I saw between Joker and Harley is what I hope to see what was
Right.
in the animated series.
Where she was like in love with him, but he was kind of abusive in a way, but
Yeah.
he still like accepted her.
Yeah, and just even those personality types as well.
Right.
I didn't see that in the trailer. I'm sure that when we see the movie in action,
Right.
it'll probably feel fine.
Right.
But I was kind of disappointed in
It
that.
almost feels like Harley and Joker aren't even like together in this movie at all. From
Yeah.
what you're seeing in the trailers,
Mhm.
it almost seems like they're just separate. Like, okay, here's the Joker, here's Harley, no relation whatsoever. All right, see y'all later.
Yeah, I mean, you see them in the car together, and we know that Batman's on top of that car.
Yeah,
So I
I
don't know
said
how
Batman will fight in this movie,
Oh yeah,
so you get to see Ben Affleck again,
which I'm cool with.
right?
I'm still not sold on Jared Leto's Joker.
Neither am I. And even the trailers, you'll catch me rolling my eyes at his stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're not Heath Ledger. Because I've also been spoiled by Heath Ledger. And you're not also Jack Nicholson.
No, not,
You're like this scrawny little punk Joker Like
literally punk Joker.
Yeah, punk
Like
Joker
someone
is what he is.
pretending to be the Joker.
Like I'm waiting for him to pull out a skateboard and just coast down the street. Oh,
You'll never catch me, Batman! Just rolls out.
Sound like Mickey Mouse. Joker became Mickey Mouse and skated down the streets.
That's how unintimidating Jared Leto's Joker is.
Like if I saw this dude, I'd be like, I'm not scared of this guy. Like this Joker, nothing special about him. Cool, he has some tattoos and he's got a silver teeth or whatever.
I would be more scared that he was going to try and offer me meth.
Right.
Than I would be.
Or he was going to stab me with a needle, and next thing you know,
I'm addicted to heroin. Right. How the fuck did that happen?
Ended up with AIDS or something because of him.
There you go.
Anything else, I'm not scared of.
Which with Jared Leto, it's not that far off to call him AIDS Joker.
If he starts doing that in this movie, you will see me get up and walk out. I don't care how attractive Harley Quinn is. I will walk out of that theater.
Jared Leto's Joker puts on a wig, and you see Matthew McConaughey walk into the room. You're like, what the fuck happened to this movie?
This movie took a weird turn. I'm out. I'll see it. I'm not seeing it opening night. I can't do it for that movie. Civil War and Batman vs. Superman are the only two right now currently that I will go see opening night. That's it.
I'll want to. Whether or not I actually do it is yet to be seen.
I have to see more trailers or something. I mean, don't get me wrong. The second trailer that they came out with,
much
the one
better.
that went with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
I like that trailer a lot better than the first one. Because the first one I was like, this is going to be cheesy.
I got more of the cheese factor from the second one, but the first one did feel a lot more serious.
Right.
Like, so much more serious than it needed to be.
Yeah.
And the second one did a lot more to liven it up a bit.
Right.
I honestly thought that somebody made a fan trailer that was just replicating the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
I thought so, too.
Which I guess is a template for making a movie action-packed, but also fun.
Lighthearted and funny.
Yeah.
Way.
But Justice League Action, I'll check it out. I mean, I'm not above watching.
Yeah, I'll give it an episode try and see what I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, the thought of Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill again is enough to make me excited.
Yeah.
And again, I like that style of animation. No word when it shows up. Oh, James Woods is Lex Luthor.
Nice.
Yeah.
It'd be a weird voice, but I mean, nice.
Yeah,
I'm used to the Superman animated. Lex had a deeper voice.
He did.
He had like that deeper voice. I almost want to say it was like the actor from Tombstone as the stage actor. Like his voice.
Yeah. Oh, Billy Zane.
Yeah. His voice type of was like Lex Luthor's.
It was pretty similar.
But now James Woods, I'm going to think Family Guy.
I know.
Every time I hear him,
right, ooh, piece of candy.
Right, I'm piece of candy. I'm like, Lex, what are you doing? So
that's his weakness.
Right, I'll have to get used to that one now.
Yeah, it should be good. At least better than fucking Jesse Eisenberg. All right.
I'm still not sold on him.
No. Which I'm hoping at some point in the movie his character just completely flips.
Which I think it does.
I think he has to.
Because
we know he's bald.
Yeah, he ends up bald at some point.
Yeah.
Which, if they go correctly from the comics, which I think I've said on a podcast before, it's when he's creating Doomsday or whatever, the radiation from the kryptonite and all that gives him cancer, which causes him to go bald.
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Shit, that's dark.
If they put that in this movie, I'm okay with Jesse Eisenberg. But it seems like in the trailers, you see him, it's almost like he's trying to play the Joker.
It really does.
And I'm like, wait, what movie am I really seeing here?
You expect any of those scenes between him and Amy Adams, he just ends a sentence with...
I'm waiting for it, because he's a better Joker than Jared Leto is currently.
Yes. Jesse Eisenberg in general is creepier than Jared Leto. Just not even as Lex Luthor. Just if you saw him on the street, I would be more scared of Jesse Eisenberg. He has tiny hands.
Small hands.
Just small bony hands.
Smell like cabbage.
And he talks really fast.
He does. Like a little too fast. Like he's like a super nerd.
He is.
That's no. Get away from me.
All right, we're good on time. So I think this is a good wrapping up spot. Talked about, unfortunately, we have no See You in Hell segment this week.
Because we were just trying to keep it short.
Yeah, and not a lot of good stories to use. But next week, I promise we'll have one. Please check us out on Twitter, @BangBangTangPod. You can shoot us an email, bangbangtangpodcast@gmail.com. Visit our Facebook page, Bang Bang Tang Podcast, audiomac.com, Bang Bang Tang Podcast, and of course, creaturestole.twordpress.com, our home site, where we post the link from Audiomac on there, usually a couple days after the episode goes live everywhere else. Please check out our friend of the show and friend of mine, Jessica Hicks, podcast Movie Freaks. They're kind enough to give us shout-outs. And you should be able to hear about her recent trip to Utah for an independent film theater conference. We have our own independent cinema down in downtown Akron called The Nightlight. It's really neat. It's got couches and it feels like a private screening room. And and you can drink.
I've never been there.
I recommend it. They show some good movies. And yeah, she also works there and does programming there. Check that out. And you will hear this Super Bowl week, so go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
And until next time, I'm Frank.
I'm Bryan.
See you next time.